The entire first book of the Torah, the book of Bereshit, is filled with stories about brothers quarreling with each other, starting with the first brothers on earth. Cain kills Abel. And then Isaac, Yitzchak, does not get along with Ishmael. Joseph's brothers want to kill him, but instead sell him into slavery. Esau and Yaakov were not only brothers, but they were twins. They had the same genes. They received the same upbringing from their parents. Why did one of them become a great man and the other one a gangster? The child's genes, of course, play a big role in what becomes of him. And education does too. But according to the Torah, the ultimate goal of raising a child is not making him into a good person. Rather, according to the Torah, our goal as parents is to inculcate into the child a desire to become a good person and give him the tools to work on himself so he can achieve that goal. Because a child is not a robot that can be programmed, but he is an independent living being. He has his own freedom of choice. Both genes and efforts invested by the parents to imbue a child with good qualities are worth nothing if the child himself does not want to become a good person. The Torah says that Esau, who later became a villain, had a potential even greater than that of his righteous brother Jacob. Therefore, their father Yitzchak valued Esau more. Esau had the genes and the best parents, but he did not want to take advantage of it. And he grew up the way he grew up. The first two brothers who live in peace with each other in the Torah are Moses, Moshe, and Aharon. Not only did they not fight, but even when God told Moses to bring the Jews out of Egypt, the first objection of Moses was that since Aaron is older, the honor should belong to him. And later, when Moses became the leader of the Jewish people, it says that Aaron was sincerely happy for him. Interesting that Moses, of all people, had where to receive a bad influence from. He grew up in the palace of Pharaoh, the center of the immorality of the world. But Moses, having a freedom of choice, just like Esau, decided to make of himself a good person. This is one of the reasons why Moses was given the role of delivering Jews from slavery. So, why do bad relatives happen to good people? These bad relatives have the same genes and the same upbringing, but they decided not to use these resources. Therefore, the main purpose of raising children is explaining to them the need to work on themselves. And then, you don't work on them. You help them to work on themselves. We often hear complaints about relatives who were wonderful people for as long as I knew them, but then at one moment something happened. A big difference between Judaism and the secular worldview is that Judaism does not believe that education and working on yourself is only for children. Just like children should learn to work on themselves, adults have to constantly continue to work on themselves too. And if you do that, then You will not become that bad relative that happened to good people.